Hey folks, Mike Johnson here. If it's got wheels and an engine, you're in the right place. On this channel, we dive into car repairs, maintenance tips, and everything you need to keep your ride running smooth. If you're into cars and want to keep learning, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it.
Calculating the operating cost of your vehicle is an excellent idea to help you keep track of your finances. There are factors at play that you can't consider, apart from your car payment, such as a gas station supply costs, insurance costs, maintenance and repair costs, parking fees, registration costs. Your car loan or lease payment doesn't really reflect the cost of driving, as this can vary considerably depending on your choice of vehicle, your payment amount, and variables such as depreciation and condition. So it won't be included in the calculation. You'll learn to break down your cost of driving into cost per day and cost per mile. This can help you determine how much you can afford for a car payment, rent, or other monthly expenses. Part 1 of 5, determine your fuel costs. Step 1, fill your gas tank. Put as much fuel in the tank as you need for the pump handle at the gas station to click on. Don't back up the tank or round up to the nearest euro. This is your base fuel level for all your calculations. Step 2, record your odometer reading. Make a note of the odometer reading before you leave the fuel pump, so you don't forget or write down an inaccurate number later. Let's use 10,000 miles as an example. Step 3, drive normally until it's time to refuel. For the most accurate calculation, use at least 3/4 of the fuel tank. Anomalies such as idling for long periods are best known this way. Step 4, refill tank. Refill fuel in the same way as Step 1, do not refill after the pump is closed. Step 5, write down notes. Note the number of gallons in your fuel fill-up, your cost per gallon at the pump, and your current odometer reading. Use the full number on the pump, including all numbers after the decimal point, for the most accurate calculation. Your gas station receipt will also have the number of gallons written on it. Step 6, calculate the distance. Subtract your initial odometer reading from your final odometer reading. This is the distance traveled between leads. Let's use a hypothetical number of 10,400 miles as your odometer reads on your second fill-up. 10,400 minus 10,000 equals 400 miles on one fuel. Step 7, calculate efficiency. Divide the odometer reading by the number of gallons you used on your second fill-up. This calculation will give you your vehicle's fuel efficiency for that fill-up. Suppose you bought 20 gallons of fuel on your second fill-up. 400 miles divided by 20 gallons equals 20 miles per gallon. Step 8, calculate cost per mile. Divide the cost of fuel per gallon by the number of miles per gallon. For example, assuming each hypothetical gallon of fuel costs €3, divide by 20 miles. Your fuel cost is euro 15 per mile. Tip, track your fuel consumption and fuel economy over more than 3 fuel fill-ups to get a more accurate average fuel cost per mile. Sometimes idling, a high percentage of city driving or long trips, can distort the true reflection of your driving habits. Step 9, calculate your monthly fuel cost. Keep track of the number of miles you drive in a typical month. Calculate your average monthly fuel costs by multiplying the cost per mile by the distance driven in a month. A typical driver puts in 1,000 miles a month. 1,000 miles multiplied by euro 15 cents per mile equals 150 euros in fuel costs per month. Part 2 of 5, calculate insurance, registration, and parking costs. Step 1, compile invoices. Compile your bills for car registration, insurance, and parking. If you have monthly or annual parking at home and at work, use both. Add up the bills for an annual cost. If your bills are monthly, multiply them by 12 to find your annual cost. There are huge differences in costs depending on the type of vehicle you drive, how your vehicle is used, and your location. As a hypothetical number, let's assume that total costs are €2,400 for the year for insurance, registration, and parking. Part 3 of 5, calculate repair and maintenance costs. Step 1, add invoices. Add up your repair bills and maintenance costs for the past year. Step 2, be thorough. Include your oil changes, tire repairs and replacement, mechanical repairs and any state inspection or state emissions inspection fees you've paid. Look up your specific car's maintenance schedule to see how much it costs each year to run. Let's assume the total cost is €1,000 for the year under repair. Part 4 of 5, calculate the daily cost of driving. Step 1, determine average mileage. Find your average mileage per month and multiply it by 12. Most drivers average 12,000 miles per year. Step 2, calculate the total cost of fuel. Multiply the miles by the cost per mile. Using your previous example, 12,000 miles multiplied by euro 15 per mile equals €1,800 of fuel per year. Step 3, calculate the total. Add your annual registration, insurance and parking costs, your repair costs and your annual fuel costs together. For example, €1,000 in repair costs, €1,800 in fuel costs and €2,400 in registrations, insurance and parking services equals €5,200 per year in driving costs. Step 4, calculate the daily cost. Divide the annual cost of driving by 365 days. Your daily mortgage cost of driving is €14.25 per day. Part 5 of 5, calculate the cost per mile of driving. Step 1, calculate the cost per mile. Divide the total annual cost of driving by the number of miles you drive in a year. If you drive 12,000 miles a year and your annual costs are $5,200, your cost per mile is 43 cents per mile. In conclusion, understanding the true cost of owning a car involves more than just the purchase price. When you break it down, monthly expenses can range from several hundred to over $1,000, depending on factors like financing, insurance, maintenance, and fuel. Annually, this can add up to thousands of dollars, making it essential to budget wisely. By considering all these factors, you can make informed decisions that align with your financial situation and lifestyle. Thank you for watching, and we hope this information helps you navigate the costs of car ownership more effectively.